Aloha, y'all. It is Wednesday, Woden's Day, named after Odin. I can't think. Wednesday, Woden, the 9th of April. Before I get into the astrology, I'm going to show you the cards so you ADHD kids stay focused long enough to get the whole picture. We've got the Five of Pentacles, we've got the Eight of Cups, and for the wild card, we've got the Stone Deck card, green calcite. We'll read those in a second, but the astrology is as follows. Sun is at 19 degrees Aries, Moon 10 degrees Virgo, Mercury 27 Pisces, Venus 24 Pisces retrograde. That is still conjunct Mercury. Mars 26 degrees Cancer. That is trining Venus and Mercury. Jupiter 17 Gemini, Saturn 25 Pisces. That's conjunct Venus and Mercury. Uranus 25 Taurus, Neptune 0 Aries. That is conjunct Mercury and Venus and Saturn. Pluto 3 degrees Aquarius, North Node 27 Pisces. That's conjunct Neptune, Saturn, Venus and Mercury, and trining Mars. Black Moon Lilith 1 degree Scorpio and Chiron 22 Aries. So the major aspects right now: Jupiter's squaring the Moon, Jupiter's squaring Venus, Mars is squaring the Sun in Chiron conjunction, Mars is squaring Black Moon Lilith, Mars is opposite Pluto, and that's really the major stuff right now. I mean, all those trines between Mars and North Node, Mercury, Venus, Saturn, and Neptune. So the cards are as follows, though. We got the Five of Pentacles. If you're an Earth sign, if you're a Taurus, a Virgo, or a Capricorn, you're naturally a Pentacle, though we're all the material things at some level. The Pentacles. This is about examining your own relationship with poverty, looking for disowned treasure within yourself, fear of not being enough for anyone. On page 170, I am desperate and destitute. The Five of Pentacles. We can go through life unaware of the astounding beauty and miraculous things which surround us, right there for us to reach out and touch. We rush past a beautiful flowering tree, completely oblivious to its rich and fecund display. We bicker with those we love, unaware of this moment of aliveness, of being conscious in this life, and it's so fleeting and precious. So many fail to see the wonder which sits within their grasp. Because of this, they experience a deep poverty of awareness, lack of time, lack of support, lack of money and resources, when in truth there is no lack, just a lack of awareness. I am reminded of the wisdom story of the beggar sitting on a box by the side of the road, begging for 30 years until a passing stranger suggests he open it, and when he does, he discovers it is filled with gold. In the artwork of the Five of Pentacles, two characters are crouched, begging for food. They are positioned in front of the Garden of Eden. Outcast from paradise, and yet only separated by a slender barbed wire fence, it is well within their reach. The two realities exist side by side, but from the side of lack, they are blinded to the possibility. The figures are slowly disappearing into the graffiti-covered boards. Soon they will recede from view, becoming just another mean part of the streets. Five of Pentacles asks us to look for disowned treasure within, while also referring to the very real hypocrisy and unfairness that the world offers up. Misery and suffering sit alongside vast wealth and opulence, the millions upon millions of people who must survive and support their families in so little, while others have so much. Inequality, isolation, segregation, and ignorance play out around us every single day, and we must decide how we wish to be in the face of this. One of people's greatest fears is to be cast out of their homes or their families or their tribe and live on the street, impoverished. The fear can compel people to generate riches at any cost, like OnlyFans, while others remain caught in the trap of poverty, unable to escape. It can keep you trapped in a fruitless relationship or move you to create extraordinary things and help many others along the way. To live with an open heart and be generous of spirit no matter what is a powerful practice, one which carries the possibility to transform the world we experience. So, Five of Pentacles, examining your own relationship with poverty, looking for disowned treasure within yourself, and fear of not being enough for anyone. The clarifying card is the Eight of Cups. So, if you're a water sign, if you're a Cancer, a Scorpio, or a Pisces, you're a cup, though we all have watery emotions in us. The Eight of Cups on page 156. I seek answers to life's big questions. Turning your back on what is known, off on a new journey, returning to nature and listening to her wisdom. Right? So sometimes we turn our back on what is known. They're turning their back on the perfection that is and complaining from a lack mentality. The cup's half full, empty. The cup's half empty. It's like, there's a cup. Oh my gosh, it fills up and empties. Oh my gosh, everything is awesome. Even if it might not feel comfortable all the time, You have to get out of your lack mentality and victimhood to really expand emotionally and go on the seven seas and have a new adventure of heart, which leads us to our last card, the wild card, green calcite. You can quantumly entangle with this. You don't have to own it. I'm going to have to block out the light because I cannot see. Green calcite, what it is. Green calcite is the emo, honest to a fault, believes in storybook endings, tree hugger of the calcite family. Who needs it? Anyone who finds themselves lost in the forest of doubt without a map. Libras. Notice how they're lost in the forest of doubt. Separation. This is the shadow of Moon and Virgo. Perfectionism. I was like, it's not good enough. I'm not happy. The T's aren't crossed. The I's aren't dotted. I don't have enough. I'm not healthy enough. I'm not pretty enough. I'm not wealthy enough. I'm not whatever enough. And it's like, you're more than enough. Look into that. Explore that. Where to put it against your chest when making important decisions regarding how you want to spend the finite, precious time you have on earth. When to use it when your heart is asking for something, but your la 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 aren't listening. The head wants what it wants. The mind wants the head. The heart wants what it wants. The mind wants what it wants and thinks the heart should want. Call on the energy of green calcite to nudge that push and pull into the heart's favor. It says, live out your heart's desire, right? The head in the world can say, I see lack, I see separation, I see less than, I see not enough, whatever. And that can feel real. It's not true, but it's real and true are separate things. Like, you can really have circumstances which you don't prefer, but truly everything is good all the time, no matter what. You know, even Jesus is like, do I really have to go die? I guess it's all good. Father, your will be done, or whatever, right? In that story. So it's like the Garden of Eden. Everything was perfect. And then our desires, our lack mentality, ooh, I want something that I don't have, cause us to explore, like the pirate. And that can lead us to new lessons, right? Lessons that we can really learn from, but might be painful or difficult. So try to live out your life's heart's desires from a place of contentedness, not just clinging, right? Grasping, never holding on to. That's why we got to hold on loosely. Nothing is going to satiate us ever. No relationship, no job, no money, no drug trip, no vacation, no status. That's why everyone's miserable, even when they're famous or rich or whatever. Like there's a void that if we can just sit back and say, wow, look at this, it's awesome, no matter what the ups and downs of the yin yang look like, we can really soul journey and find our hearts in the nature of the Tao, as opposed to trying to cling to one particular. And that is how we live out our heart's desires, because our heart knows everything's perfect. Our minds are the ones that bifurcate and say yes or no, left, right hemispheres, black, white thinking, stuff like that. Have not. It's like is. And that's kind of the trip of the day. So hopefully you've enjoyed this. If you have, leave a tip. Holler for a reading. I love giving them. People love getting them. 5-star reviews, so you know it's top shelf shit. Check out the Team Rabbit Hole podcast. We did episode 306 yesterday with Pontius and Pio. They have a YouTube channel, but they're basically, they have a Facebook group too with 75,000 members, which is not nothing. But 40K, Warhammer 40K, we geeked out. If you don't know about it, check it out. It's a great little intro, and you might learn a thing or two about a thing or two. So on that note, enjoy your Woden's Day. I'll catch you on the flip side.